read well? How do you do that? So I think it's an interesting topic.
Do you have any productivity hacks or any such methods that you use to make sure that you are not distracted and you are able to spend time towards books?
Yeah. So I think the biggest thing for me is to acknowledge that you are going to be distracted, and that's okay. I think you really need to be kind to yourself. I think whenever we sit down and we try to be focused, whether we're meditating or we're reading or we're trying to be on purpose with our spouse, and our brain goes over here, we go, you dummy, like, why can't you focus? And we get really mad at ourselves. I think the first thing to realize is that it's normal and like, it's okay. Just relax. But the next thing is there's this really beautiful practice in meditation that a lot of people believe, and I'm not an expert in meditation at all, but I like the practice of it. But there's this concept that people think that you're supposed to be completely silent in your head. There should be nothing, right? That's kind of impossible to do. The brain is designed to have something in it, right? It's designed to always be processing information. And the real trick is to, when a thought comes in your head that you don't want to be there, to just acknowledge it. Just say, oh, okay, that's a thought. Let it be. And then it actually goes away. So whenever I'm reading a book, if I'm really in it and I start thinking about, something that happened yesterday at work, instead of going, gosh, dang it, why can't I focus? I just go, okay, there's a thought. And you almost like touch it with a mental feather. Just give it some acknowledgement, then let it go away. And then you keep doing that every time they come, just thought with a little mental feather and let it just kind of move on, right? And if you keep doing that and then keep coming back to your book, they show up less and less. And eventually you are not touching thoughts anymore. You're just in your book. That's the first thing I would say. And then the second thing is just get good at knowing that you're distracted. And when you are, commit to reading the next sentence of your book really well. Commit to like really paying attention to each word, visualizing it, smelling the smell in the scene, hearing the sound, whatever, just for one sentence, just get one sentence. If you can do that, your brain loves it. Your brain goes, wow, that was really great, and then you just kind of keep doing that again and again. And over time, you just become a better reader. It's a skill. Reading is like playing the piano. We all think that we learned to read in elementary school, so we know how to read. Like, you either do it or you don't. But the truth is that it's a skill, and you have to sort of get good at it again. So just be patient and practice it, and it will get better.
Yeah, I didn't expect this answer from you, honestly, because when you think about distractions, let's say you take phone as an example. You want to stay away from the phone and your phone dings, you're reading a book. What I was expecting would be using rules like, I'm going to read for 2 minutes, so use the 2-minute rule or the 10-minute rule, or I'm going to put a Pomodoro timer next to me so that I don't get distracted. I know I'm not going to be distracted for the next 60, 90 minutes, or I'm going to put the phone in a different room. But what you are talking about is a mindset shift. And I understand this because I use the same technique for meditation, because at first I was of the same logic that you shouldn't have any thoughts and it needs to be just focusing on the breath. But once I switched that mindset that no, it's okay to have other distracting thoughts, you just have to come back to your breath. That's different. This is just come back. Yep. Yeah, that is new. I didn't think about this in terms of reading. That is a very good point. I feel I'm going to utilize this the next time I get distracted.
Yeah, that's the trick. That's the skill. You get good at coming back. First of all, you get good at not being angry at yourself for being distracted. And second of all, you get good at coming back. And because you keep coming back, there is a point where your brain says, fine, I'll stay here. Fine. But it takes a while, and that's okay.